Thousands of people are at risk right now.
So what's the plan?
As long as that portal remains open, these sinkholes will continue to randomly generate.
The only way to stop this is to destroy that portal.
And once we do that, we're just trapped here.
This is about the greater good.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Katie Holmes, NBC Tonight.
NBC4 News at 11.
Now at 11, another emotional day of goodbyes in Riverside County as a devastated community honors a deputy killed in the line of duty. The second deputy death in just 2 weeks. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams. We were there at tonight's emotional vigil as hundreds of people gathered to say a final goodbye to a devoted deputy. Deputy Darnell Calhoun just joined the department less than a year ago. NBC4's Darsha Phillips has more now from Lake Elsinore.
The community here in Lake Elsinore reeling after the death of Deputy Darnell Calhoun. So many showing up at tonight's vigil to mourn and show their support to those in uniform.
That taught my heart.
Hundreds holding candles gathered in front of the Lake Elsinore Sheriff's Station to honor Deputy Calhoun.
Darnell epitomized service above self.
Sheriff Chad Bianco says he remembers swearing in Calhoun less than a year ago and asked him why he chose to leave the San Diego Police Department to join the Riverside County Sheriff's Department.
He said, "From my family." He loved working for San Diego. The commute was taking him away from home for too long, and he wanted to work closer.
Deputy Calhoun was shot and killed Friday while responding to a domestic violence call. He was a son, a husband, and a father.
His wife Vanessa, pregnant with her third child, a son whom he will never be able to see grow up because of this senseless act of violence.
The sheriff's station filled with flowers and messages for the department and its fallen deputy.
I'm here with my wife and my daughter, and we just came to bring flowers to support the family of the fallen officer.
I back them up 100%, and I hope everybody else do, because their jobs are very, very dangerous.
Calhoun is the second Riverside deputy to be killed in the line of duty in as many weeks. The two deaths weighing heavily on everyone in uniform.
It takes a special kind of person to be able to come to work every day knowing that you could sacrifice your life for someone else and leave your family behind. In the end, we know we're fighting evil, and we know that sometimes evil wins.
Calhoun leaves behind so many people who loved and cared for him, including his pregnant wife and 2 young sons. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department is establishing a fundraising campaign to help the family. In Lake Elsinore, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
And earlier today, a procession of law enforcement followed the casket with Deputy Calhoun from the coroner's office in Paris to the funeral home in Murrieta. NBC4's Anusha Rasta was there.
Along the streets of downtown Murrieta today, another tragic procession for the Riverside County community, the second in just 2 weeks.
Devastated, very traumatic to have lost 2 of our own.
This time, mourners and officers standing by to say a final farewell to Deputy Darnell Calhoun. A large procession began from the Riverside County Coroner's Office in Paris to the Murrieta Valley Funeral Home, where the Calhoun family waited as officers respectfully moved the deputy's coffin inside. His family members, including his pregnant wife, following closely behind.
It's heartbreaking, but there's a lot of support from the community, and it's very uplifting. And
the street outside the funeral home was lined with people from the community. The somber moment hitting close to home for many of the other officers there as well.
It just brings to light what we face every day. We show up to help, to fight crime, to help the community.